So we're going to continue with our mandala and work towards a finished design. This is where we had stopped. I had asked you to stop at the middle circle for a progress check. You can write down the shapes that you use if you choose, if that helps guide your decisions. At the end, I will talk about how to label your work somewhere on your paper. I put mine here at the bottom: artist, title, date, and media. So, and I went over my pencil lines with Sharpie. For the sake of the video, you can see the lines better than if I did them in pencil. Here I have my design I'm going to add to. So here's where I stopped. I was drawing in pencil and going over it in Sharpie, but for the sake of time and the sake of you being able to see the lines clearly, I'm going to go directly with Sharpie. So I have my list, I'll put over here, my list of the basic shapes that I can use. There are more, but since we're an introductory class and everyone's at different levels, I thought I would just introduce these. If you include more in your design, absolutely go for it. Have fun with it. So let's see. I'm going to continue from here. I stopped at the middle circle, took a photo of it, and uploaded it to my progress check assignment. So I'm just going to continue designing out towards the edges. So I think next I'm going to do some arches that look like this. And I'm going to work this way. Again, work in pencil first. I'm doing this simply because you can see the black lines better. Let me move this. And for the sake of time. If you feel confident, you feel bold, and you want to go right with Sharpie, hey, do it. Sharpie is not forgiving when it comes to mistakes. So once I choose one of the 7 basic shapes and I start designing, I figure out where I'm going to place that shape, and notice I just turn my paper and continue to repeat that shape. So next I would like to add a drop. I'm going to do, let's see, yep, a drop with the point facing up. I don't plan ahead. I don't picture in my mind what this is going to look like in the end. I just make my decisions as I go. Notice how I picked a basic shape, the drop. I decided where I'm going to put it, and I just complete one and rotate my paper. Complete another and rotate my paper. So it's more spontaneous. I'm not thinking ahead to what I want it to look like. I'm letting it kind of happen in the moment, which is the point. I'm going to keep it simple and add a circle on each one here. The idea is just to design, to get into something of a meditative state. If I was working alone, I would just put some quiet music on and listen quietly and work, and time just seems to pass. So it's meant to be almost a little like an art therapy exercise, where you can just sit and calmly design, kind of let the world go by. All right. I see some empty space here that I could do something with, and I haven't done a spiral. I think I could put that here somehow. I'll put that in the empty space. So let's see. This one's going that way. Maybe I'll go the opposite way. Yeah. Your end result should be complete either with Sharpie, and you want to keep it black and white, or adding some color. You have colored pencils in your kit, or if you choose to use something that you have at home yourself, such as markers or gel pens, or some kind of colored pens. This one I created all with color Sharpies. That one's, I think I would call that one complete. This one I'm still working on, and that is also with color Sharpies, and that's not done yet. So if I have any blank space that's like as big as my fingerprint, then I know I have a little more to go. This one I would call complete, and this one maybe it could use a little more. I'm extra like that. So, you could keep it black and white. There's different ways to complete it. Oh, this one I'm almost done with. This one just needs some Sharpie on the pencil lines. You can color in some areas solid. That gives it a nice stark contrast of black and white. And even then from a distance, it looks better. So, as you can see, I don't have any dark areas in this, and I'd want to go back and add some. So what should I do next? Maybe along this outer edge, I could do some arches. And then I kind of like that stacking circles. So I'm going to go, let's see. I'm going to go arches like this. 3, 4, 5. Looks like I can fit 5. So once I choose a shape and I choose its location, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I just repeat. And you can tell I'm not trying to be too perfect. I'm not tracing anything here. The idea is just to take it as it comes. If I wanted perfection, yes, I could pour over this with my pencil and eraser for a lifetime. But that's not, then I'd be missing the point. 1, 2, and a little one. I like that. When in doubt, do a circle. Yep. Where was I? Here I am. Remember, an optional thing to do is the list. I stopped after the first 2. But you could decide if that helps kind of guide your decisions and think about it in that way, then go for it. Just to add a little touch up, I think I'm going to go in with my bigger Sharpie. I'm going to make this dark. By filling in some areas with a little bit of black, you end up having those stark, bold black and white contrasts. See, that just makes it bolder already. And I think I'll do this. Okay, I like that. And let's see. And I feel like adding something right in here. You can always go back to, like I did, to the middle and rework your way out if you have an idea that comes up and you want to add to it. Or maybe something looks a little bare and you want to add something. Okay, that's working out. And I could stop there. I could continue. I've got some space in here. But the point is that you're working out towards the edge, and that you just find yourself in a calming mind space. All right. I think I'm going to call this I'm going to call it Mind Space. That just came to me. Mind Space. So you always come up with your own title, just like a book or a movie or a song has a title. Come up with your own title for this piece. So be inspired by your piece. Think of different words, adjectives, artist title, date. I'm just going to say February 2021. And then media. I'm going to list everything I used to make this. So I'm going to go right here and underneath list pencil, paper, and Sharpies. Wherever you have room for your artwork identification is fine. I have space on the top. And when you're finished, don't forget to take a photo and upload your design.